Tyson. Laid it on, pouring it on. Down goes Bruno into the rope.
Having gone on to become the world's youngest heavyweight champion, a best-selling author, and the founder of a prosperous cannabis business, Mike Tyson has had great success throughout his career. However, that's not all. In and out of the ring, he has courted controversy with his biting of Evander Holyfield's ear and his 1992 sexual assault conviction. So, who actually is Mike Tyson? The one sparking controversy, or the one we all look up to for his outstanding performance in the ring? So, without wasting any more time, let's get into it and go through the entire history of Mike Tyson. On June 30th, 1966, Michael Gerard Tyson was born in Brooklyn, New York, to Jimmy Kirkpatrick and Lorna Tyson. Michael's father left the family when he was 2 years old, leaving Lorna to look for Michael and his two siblings, Rodney and Denise. Due to financial challenges, the Tyson family moved to Brownsville, a notoriously criminal neighborhood in Brooklyn. Tyson was a small, shy boy who was frequently picked on by others. He began making his own version of street fighting to defend himself against this, which eventually led to criminal conduct. At just 11 years old, he was given the task of emptying cash registers by his gang, the Jolly Stompers, while the more skilled members threatened their victims with guns. As expected, Tyson's trivial violations led to numerous run-ins with police. By the time he was 13 years old, he had been arrested over 30 times. Due to his misconduct, he was sent to the upstate New York reform institution, Tryon Institution for Boys. To Tyson, this must be no less than a punishment, but who knew that this would be the moment when everything would turn around in his life? Counselor Bob Stewart, a former amateur boxing champion, was introduced to Tyson at Tryon. Tyson wanted to learn how to use his fists from Stewart. Stewart consented as long as Tyson promised to behave himself and put more effort into his studies. After being labeled as intellectually challenged, Tyson improved his reading comprehension to that of the 7th grade in just a few months. Moreover, he developed a strong desire to learn everything he could about boxing and would frequently sneak out of bed after midnight to practice punches in the dark. By 1980, Bob Stewart believed he had taught Tyson everything. He introduced the future champion to the renowned boxing manager Constantine "Cuss" D'Amato, who owned a gym in Catskill, New York. Promising fighters were known to receive special attention from D'Amato, who would even provide them accommodation and board in the house he shared with partner Camille Ewald. He worked to develop the careers of several accomplished fighters, such as Floyd Patterson and Jose Torres, and he saw Tyson's potential as a contender right away. D'Amato's words of encouragement, "If you want to stay here, and if you want to listen, you could be the world heavyweight champion someday," had a profound impact on Tyson, shaping his future in the ring. D'Amato and Tyson had a bond more like that of a father and son than that of a professional trainer and fighter. After taking Tyson under his wing, D'Amato became Tyson's full-time guardian after the 14-year-old was released from Tryon in September 1980. D'Amato gave the young athlete a strenuous training practice, having him fight in the ring every evening and sending him to Catskill High School during the day. To educate Tyson on how to handle older opponents, D'Amato also entered the youngster in amateur boxing events and non-sanctioned fights known as smokers. Although Tyson's life appeared to be improving, he experienced a few personal setbacks in 1982. Tyson's mother passed away from cancer that year. "I never saw my mother happy with me and proud of me for doing something," he later told reporters. "She only knew of me as being a wild kid running the streets, coming home with new clothes that she knew I didn't pay for. I never got a chance to talk to her or know about her." Tyson was expelled from Catskill High School during this same period due to his unpredictable and frequently violent behavior. Private tutors helped him finish his education while he prepared for the 1984 Olympic trials. Tyson's performance during the trials was not recognized. He was defeated by the eventual gold medalist Henry Tillman and was not selected for the Olympic team. D'Amato, therefore, concluded that it was time for his boxer to go professional. Thus, Tyson faced Hector Mercedes on March 6, 1985 in Albany, New York, to mark his professional boxing debut. Believe it or not, after just one round, the 18-year-old eliminated Mercedes. Because of Tyson's size, dexterity, and exceptional defensive skills, opponents were frequently scared to take a swing at him. This gained Tyson the nickname Iron Mike and the remarkable ability to knock out opponents in just one round. Although Tyson had a fantastic year, there were some tragedies as well. Cus D'Amato, his trainer and foster father, passed away from pneumonia on November 4, 1985. Less than 2 weeks after D'Amato was replaced by Kevin Rooney, Tyson resumed his ascent through the heavyweight ranks. In Houston, he recorded his 13th knockout and gave the victory to the man who had helped shape him into an accomplished fighter. According to those close to Tyson, he never truly got over D'Amato's death. Tyson has a 22-0 record by 1986, winning 21 of his bouts via knockout. There was one exceptionally fortunate day, November 22, 1986. In his maiden title match for the World Boxing Council Heavyweight Championship, Tyson took on Trevor Berbick. In the second round, Tyson emerged victorious through knockout, a testament to his skill and determination. He became the youngest heavyweight champion in time, breaking Floyd Patterson's record at 21 years and 4 months old. But Tyson's achievements in the ring didn't end there. On March 7, 1987, he successfully claimed his title against James Smith, adding the World Boxing Association Championship to his record of triumphs. After he defeated Tony Tucker to win the International Boxing Federation title on August 1st, he was named the first heavyweight boxer to hold all 3 major titles, a feat that solidified his place in boxing history. However, Tyson's performance appeared to be slipping. The boxer, who was formerly renowned for his intricate offensive and defensive maneuvers, seemed to always end his fights with a single-punch knockout. He fired Rooney in the middle of 1988, blaming his trainer for his lack of success in the ring. Before his remarkable stretch came to an end on February 11, 1990, when he lost his championship belt to Buster Douglas in Tokyo, Tyson successfully defended his title twice more. In the 8th round, Tyson, who was by much the favorite, sent Douglas to the canvas. But in the 10th, Douglas rallied and became the first fighter to ever knock out Tyson. Disappointed but not willing to give up, Tyson squared up against Evander Holyfield, his next major opponent. Holyfield was promised a championship matchup with Tyson in 1990, but Douglas ended up defeating Tyson. Rather, on October 25, 1990, Holyfield faced Douglas for the heavyweight championship. He overcame his opponent by knockout to take the belt and become the new undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. Tyson and Holyfield squared up for the heavyweight championship on November 9, 1996. Tyson's night didn't go well, as he was knocked out by Holyfield in the 11th round. Holyfield made the record by becoming the second person to win a heavyweight championship title 3 times, defying Tyson's expected victory. Tyson promised to do revenge, claiming that Holyfield had given him many illegal head blows. Tyson put a lot of effort into his preparation for a rematch with Holyfield, which took place on June 28, 1997. The fight broke the record for the most paid television watchers at the time when it was broadcast on pay-per-view, reaching almost 2 million households. Prior to 2007, both boxers held the record purses for professional boxing, making them the highest-paid boxers in history. The 2 champs delivered the usual exhilarating fighting in the first and second rounds. However, in the 3rd round, the match took a surprising turn. When Tyson grabbed Holyfield and bit both of his ears, removing a portion of Holyfield's right ear totally, it startled both boxing officials and fans. According to Tyson, the move was taken as punishment for Holyfield's unlawful headbutts during their earlier encounter. Nevertheless, the judges rejected Tyson's justification and declared the boxer ineligible to continue. In a unanimous decision on July 9, 1997, the Nevada State Athletic Commission suspended Tyson's boxing license and fined him $3 million for biting Holyfield. A few months later, Tyson suffered yet another setback when he was mandated to reimburse fighter Mitch Green $45,000 for an altercation that occurred on the streets in 1988. Tyson's Nevada boxing license was restored in October 1998, and he entered the ring again the following year. Before making an attempt to reclaim the heavyweight championship in 2002, the boxer had 4 victories and 2 no contests. He would have to defeat WBC, IBF, and International Boxing Organization champion Lennox Lewis to do this. The highly publicized bout had a rocky prelude. After defeating Lou Savaras 2 years earlier, Tyson angrily confronted Lewis, threatening to eat his children.
I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
The two boxers got into a scuffle at a January 2002 press conference, which almost caused the contest to be called off, but it was eventually rescheduled for June of that year. The fight ended in a knockout, and Tyson's career was on the downswing as a result. Fast forward to the next year, in July 2004, he fought Kevin McBride after losing to Danny Williams by knockout. McBride, an Irish journeyman fighter, was a significant underdog and received a mere $150,000 for the match. In response to Tyson's taunting, he said, "When I hit you on the chin, you're going to take the whole of Ireland." In the 6th round, McBride proved his mettle by winning via technical knockout. Tyson declared his retirement right away. "I don't have the stomach for this anymore," he said. "I felt like I was 120 years old." For an 8-round sanctioned fight against Jake Paul, the former heavyweight champion will momentarily come out of retirement. Tyson's first competitive fight since June 2005 will take place against Paul, 27, and will be streamed on Netflix. The fight, which was initially set for July 20th, was rescheduled because 57-year-old Tyson had recently experienced an ulcer flare-up. On May 26th, while traveling from Miami to Los Angeles, Tyson reportedly had nausea and dizziness, according to an official. Paramedics got on the plane as soon as it landed to help him. The initial schedule for the bout was then altered when doctors advised Tyson to perform little to no training in the upcoming weeks. "My body is in better overall shape than it has been since the 1990s, and I will be back to my full training schedule soon," Tyson said. "Jake Paul, this may have bought you some time, but in the end, you will still be knocked out and out of boxing for good." Tyson often weighed slightly under 220 pounds when competing. His weight increased significantly on a daily basis following retirement. In November 2020, he declared that, in preparation for an exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr., he had shed almost 100 pounds by following a vegan diet and spending a lot of time on the treadmill. According to Forbes, Tyson participated in 58 fights during his professional career. His official record is 50 victories, 6 defeats, and 2 no contests. 44 of his victories came via knockout. Before suffering his historic first defeat to Buster Douglas in February 1990, Tyson had won his first 37 fights. Now that we have reviewed Tyson's professional life, let's also take a peek at his personal life. Lakeha Kiki Spicer, Tyson's 3rd wife, is his spouse at the moment. The pair tied the knot in 2009. Together, they have 2 children. In 2008, Milan, a daughter, was born. And in 2011, Morocco, a son, was born. Altogether, Tyson has 7 children, among which there are 3 daughters, 3 sons, and 1 non-binary child. In 1990, he had his first child, a girl named Mikey, with Kimberly Scarborough. The boxer and his second wife, Monica Turner, had their non-binary child, Reina, and a son, Amir, in 1996 and 1997, respectively. With his former girlfriend, Sol Xochitl, Tyson then had a son named Miguel in 2002 and a daughter named Exodus in 2005. However, Exodus, 4, unfortunately, passed away in March 2009 at her mother's Phoenix house after accidentally strangling herself on a treadmill cord. Later that year, Tyson discussed the event with Oprah Winfrey in a TV interview. "My first instinct was a lot of rage, and I am so happy I had the tools in life, from attending rehab, not to go in that direction," he said. "There was no animosity. There was no anger towards anybody. I don't know how she died, and I don't want to know." Early in his career, Tyson partied hard and went out with several Hollywood celebrities. In the 1980s, Tyson focused on actor Robin Givens. After starting a romantic relationship, the pair married in New York on February 7, 1988. But in June 1988, media reports of spousal violence surfaced, and Givens and her mother demanded that Tyson give them his money so they could use it as a down payment on a $3 million New Jersey property. Police were called to Tyson's house that same year when he started tossing furniture out of the window, forcing Givens and her mother out of his place. During this period, Tyson started acting more erratically and violently. He sustained a fractured hand in a street fight in August 1988. The next month, Tyson crashed his BMW into a tree at the residence of his late trainer, Cus D'Amato, knocking him out cold. Subsequently, tabloids said that the accident was actually a suicide attempt caused by overdosing on drugs. He received a $200 fine and a community service mandate for speeding. Moreover, Givens called her marriage pure hell during an interview with Barbara Walters that she and Tyson did in September 1988. She declared shortly after that she was going to file for divorce. Tyson filed a countersuit seeking an annulment and divorce, starting a contentious legal battle. The formal date of their split was February 14, 1989. Later on, Monica Turner and Tyson met briefly in the early 1990s. While Tyson was incarcerated, Turner visited him frequently and maintained contact. Eventually, their friendship developed into a romantic relationship. The couple wed in a Muslim ceremony in 1997. While Turner was pursuing her medical practitioner training, Tyson and Turner had 2 children together. However, things went south in their marriage, and she filed for divorce in 2002, citing his alleged adultery as the reason. Their marriage dissolution took a year to finalize. Early in 2003, a judge formally approved their divorce. Tyson's enormous success outside of the ring was frequently matched by controversy. After being found guilty of offenses including drug possession, physical assault, and sexual assault, he has spent time in prison and jail several times. A Miss Black American competitor named Desiree Washington was allegedly sexually assaulted by Tyson in July 1991. On March 26, 1992, following a trial that lasted almost an entire year, Tyson was found guilty of 1 count of sexual assault and 2 counts of inappropriate sexual behavior. Tyson was given an immediate 6-year prison sentence as per Indiana state laws. He didn't behave well during his first term in jail. He was found guilty of intimidating a guard, which resulted in a 15-day sentence extension. In the same year, Tyson's dad passed away. The boxer didn't ask for permission to attend the funeral. Furthermore, Tyson became a Muslim while he was incarcerated and took the name Malik Abdul Aziz. Following the completion of his 3-year sentence, Tyson was freed from the Indiana Youth Center, located in Plainfield, on March 25, 1995. In 1998, Tyson appeared in court once more, but this time as a plaintiff. The boxer sued promoter Don King for $100 million on March 5th in U.S. District Court in New York, claiming King had defrauded him of millions of dollars. In addition, he sued John Horn and Rory Holloway, his previous handlers, alleging they had unintentionally appointed King as the boxer's exclusive promoter. Tyson utilized the $14 million out-of-court settlement with King in 2004 to pay off debt. However, a few days after that, 2 women sued Tyson, claiming the boxer had physically and verbally abused them at a restaurant in Washington. They demanded damages of $22.5 million. In 2000, the parties came to a private settlement. In a further outburst in August 1998, Tyson attacked 2 drivers after his Mercedes was dented in an accident in Maryland. For the attack, he entered a plea of not guilty to second-degree assault. Although Tyson was handed 2 consecutive 2-year sentences by the judge, he only served 1 year in prison, paid a $5,000 fine, and completed 200 hours of community service. After serving 9 months, he was freed. More allegations of physical assault, sexual harassment, and public episodes blighted the following few years. But then there came the case of drug abuse. A casual drug test in 2000 found Tyson to have smoked marijuana. Boxing officials penalized Tyson for the outcome, ruling his victory over Andrew Golota on October 20th to be a loss. Few years later, Tyson was taken into custody in Scottsdale, Arizona, after almost colliding with a police SUV. Police found cocaine and other drug paraphernalia all over his car after searching it. Tyson entered a guilty plea to drug possession and driving while intoxicated on September 24, 2007. He received a sentence of 3 years of probation, 360 hours of community service, and 24 hours in jail. Despite the fact that his drug arrest was an isolated incident, Tyson has since talked about his alcohol and drug misuse, as well as his ongoing treatment. At a 2013 news appearance, he declared, "I'm on the verge of dying because I'm a vicious alcoholic," and he also acknowledged that he had been lying to his loved ones and friends about his recovery. In his 2013 autobiography, Undisputed Truth, Tyson also acknowledged using cocaine excessively. He has gone to sessions for Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous, as well as rehab over the years. His efforts to live a sober life have been more fruitful lately. "For 7 years, I didn't get high, didn't drink liquor," Tyson said in 2023. As far as Tyson's financial issues are concerned, the boxer declared bankruptcy in 2003 as a result of excessive spending, several court cases, and poor financial decisions. In an effort to reduce costs, the boxer also sold rapper 50 Cent his opulent Farmington, Connecticut mansion for slightly over $4 million. Before arriving in Phoenix, where he purchased a house in 2005, he spent time sleeping on friends' couches and in shelters. In addition to his personal life and life outside of boxing, Tyson rose to new heights of fame as a result of several noteworthy roles in films and television programs. He made a noteworthy cameo in the popular comedy The Hangover 2009, which starred Ed Helms and Bradley Cooper. More acting chances became available to him as a result of the excellent reception of his appearance. In no time, Tyson made appearances as a guest on TV shows including Law & Order, Special Victims Unit, How I Met Your Mother, and Entourage. Under Spike Lee's direction, Tyson debuted on Broadway in 2012 with his one-man play Mike Tyson, The Undisputed Truth. 2 years later, on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim, Tyson's animated comedy crime-fighting parody Mike Tyson Mysteries made its debut. Tyson ventured into writing and published his first book, Undisputed Truth, a memoir that went on to become a New York Times bestseller in 2013. Iron Ambition, My Life with Cus D'Amato, published in 2017, was the follow-up book that examined his early training years. Ever willing to promote his brand, Tyson also started a parody music video and comedy sketch YouTube channel in 2017. He launched the Hot Boxin' with Mike Tyson podcast in January 2019. Tyson successfully entered the growing cannabis market in 2016 when he founded Tyson Holistic Holdings. The company's venture includes the 407-acre Tyson Ranch located in California, which the former champion allegedly intended to develop into a thriving cannabis resort. The boxer followed up in 2021 by launching his Tyson 2.0 brand and a range of cannabis strains and edibles. As of March 2024, Mike Tyson's net worth is projected by Celebrity Net Worth to be $10 million. Sportico released a list of the 50 highest-paid athletes in history that same month. With $905 million in inflation-adjusted career earnings, Tyson came in at number 18. So guys, this is Mike Tyson's entire history. From his spectacular boxing journey to crashing at friends' couches for almost a year, Tyson's life has been a roller coaster. And still, the most awaited event is yet to happen, which is none other than the Tyson versus Paul fight. Are you guys also eagerly waiting for it? Let us know in the comments below. We'll see you next time. Till then, take care.